You know, this area where we are, this zip code 77081, got more gangs than any zip code in the state of Texas. Okay, these kids have nothing except one soccer field over here. And if I get a hold of the mayor's office and say, hey, you need to help these kids over here, they say, well, we got a program. What they have is a program to teach girls how to take care of their babies after they've been born. They got programs in Robert E. Lee High School and Sharpstown High School where the kids can take their babies to school. Okay, a kid that graduates from high school over here or anywhere in Texas, or I guess in the United States, they come here when they're 2, 3 months old, 2, 3 years old, they're illegal. They graduate from high school, they can't get a Social Security card, so they can't go to work. So what they do, they join a gang. You know, we insist that they join a gang. This program I have here is self-sufficient. I've lost money for 31 consecutive years. Okay, the city of Houston have given me between $7,000 and $10,000 in the period of 31 years. 15 years ago, I came one day from having to file bankruptcy. You know, but the city don't give a crap about these young kids. Now, if my gym was in River Oaks, I'd be flooded with $1 million donations. But because it's out here trying to help the poor kids, the city of Houston ain't going to do shit. The state ain't going to do a damn thing. The county ain't going to do nothing. Lee Brown had a program, had $3 million grant for the mayor's anti-after-school gang program. He couldn't figure out how to spend $3 million on these kids, so he had to turn most of the money back into the federal government. We got about $7,000 of that money. And in the next year, they applied, and they didn't get nothing because my wife and I was going to all of the meetings, you know. But the city needed to do more about these kids. I went to the previous chief of police about 8 months ago. I saw him down at Kima at the fish house. Started talking about this Gulfton area. He didn't have the vaguest idea what I was talking about. I mean, how you going to be the chief of police and you don't know where the Gulfton area, with all the gangs over here? We had a kid that was in my program last week, a gang situation where he got killed. 16-year-old kid. These kids ain't got nothing to do except go around and pop pistols all the time. They ain't got nothing to do. They don't have no outlets. Robert E. Lee used to graduate 600 kids a year. Now they graduate 100 kids.
Wow.
You know, they don't have a football team. They ain't got no track team. They ain't got nothing for these kids to do over here. Because nobody gives a damn about the immigrant. Nobody. And they ain't gonna give nothing. I can go down to the city right now and ask the city to donate me $5. I remember when Calvin Murphy several years ago was trying to get some money for his marching band. I was taking Juan Diaz down to Florida to the National Parade. He was 13 years old. And I just, you know, I tried to get the city to sponsor our trip. Oh no. But they sponsored a marching band that nobody ever saw march. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to do nothing for these kids over here. And I don't give a damn about the mayor knowing. They all know about this program. They all know about my program. They know about these other. You got a lot of gyms in Houston that keep kids off the street. And these guys, these coaches can't afford it. Some of them are closing down because they can't afford to pay rent. I'm just fortunate enough that I retired from the Union Pacific Railroad. My wife retired from the state, so we keep our gym afloat. And I try to help other gyms as much as I could with equipment and stuff like that whenever I can, you know. But the city needs to get behind some of these programs. We have about 30 gyms in this total Gulf Association. But I bet you if you ask the mayor of Houston when the last time they donated $10 to one of those clubs, I bet you they can scratch their head. What club? What club? You know what I'm saying? They will not do anything for these kids in Houston. The mayor's office, the sheriff's office, any kind of office you can name, the church, everybody, the grocery store. The only person that helped me years ago and kept me solvent until I got on my feet was Fiesta. But the rest of them suckers, they'll tell you, oh, Mr. Savanna, what a good job you're doing. But right now, we gave to the softball team $5. You know. Anyway, I'm pissed off.
There you go. City of Houston. Wordplay. It's time for action. Y'all hear that? And he's not the only owner of a gym to speak his mind, but he is one of the first to speak his mind on tape. So there you go. Undefeated Magazine / Undefeated TV / UndefeatedTV.com. Y'all show your support on Facebook. God bless.